Hey, beautiful souls. Happy Valentine's Day. Okay, now I got to put on my glasses because I can't see. Um, so, what are you doing today to celebrate Valentine's Day? I have an idea. I thought that maybe, we can have a day where we can celebrate loving everyone, loving our family, loving our significant other, our partner, our spouse, um, loving our kids. We could do something like, making them their favorite meal, or send them a card, or send them a text, or pick up the phone, or send them flowers, or give them candy, or something like that. Oh, wait a minute. That's Valentine's Day. So, what are you doing for Valentine's Day? Valentine's Day is celebrating love. And, this day originated because there were two guys, two guys named Valentine, who were executed. And, in fact, they were both martyred on the same day, February 14th. And, legend has it that it could be one and the same person because it happened so long ago. But let me tell you a little about St. Valentine. St. Valentine, what he was doing, what got him in big trouble was, at the time, soldiers, only single men were sent off to war. So what he was doing is he was secretly marrying couples so that the husband wouldn't have to go off to war. Well, he got caught, and he was in jail. And hey, Tina, and so he was in jail, and the jailer's daughter was blind. And while he was in jail, he cured her of her blindness. Her sight was restored, and the jailer converted to Christianity, and so did the rest of his family. But on the night before his execution, because he was still going to be punished for what he did, he sent a note to the daughter, and it was signed, "Your Valentine." Now, some legends have it that he was in love with the daughter. I mean, we don't know anything about the daughter. We don't know how old the daughter was. We don't know how old Valentine was. We don't know if that's even true. But that is why we send cards on Valentine's Day. And so St. Valentine, is the patron saint of love and young people and happy marriages. And but what is love? I asked this question, a few months ago, and I got some very diverse answers. I got, love is a feeling, it's an action, it's my faith. And, the answer really is, it's too broad. It's too broad to define, and any answer is correct, because love is something different for everybody. So, but we must live love to show love. And so how do you love someone? How do you show that? Hey, Sue. Thanks for joining me today. So I'm talking about, how do you show love to someone else? And in order to do that, you have to love yourself first. And you can't give what you don't have. And so the amount of love you give to others corresponds with the how much you love yourself. And loving yourself corresponds to how much you accept yourself, warts and all. And, Leo Buscaglia says, in order to love, you have to trust, believe, and accept. And if you can do that with yourself, then you can do it with others. And, and when we give love away, we don't really give it away. We share love because we have love. And when we share it, we don't lose it. Or when we give it away, we don't lose what we already have. So you can only grow in love even when you're sharing it and when you're giving it away. And the only way to get more love in your life is to give it away. And so, love, I've been seeing these things on Facebook. they'll show memes, and they'll say, hate is learned. And that's true. Hate is learned. But love is also learned. Love is a learned phenomenon. And if we aren't shown love, then we can't express love. But here's the good thing. If you didn't learn it then, you can learn it now. And we can show love in many different ways. And we can show it through words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, physical touch. And those are from Gary Chapman's book, The 5 Love Languages. And so I got to tell you about what happened to me today. I got up, and my son told me that he was going to go out to breakfast with some friends. He told me that last night. And I was like, okay, so I didn't see his car out there. And, next thing I know, he comes through the door, and he has a couple of things in his hands. And I said, did you go out to breakfast? He says, no, I don't think we're going to be able to go out to breakfast. Our plans didn't work out. I said, what did you do? He says, here, these are for you. And he handed me some roses, a bouquet, a dozen roses. I was totally floored. He says, Mom, I love you so much. It's everything you do for me. And I was floored. So that just made me so happy. So here, when we talk about love languages, I would have told you that my love language is words of affirmation until I was handed the roses. Because it might be receiving gifts. But, figuring out someone's love language, and this goes for everyone. This isn't just your romantic partner. Once you find out somebody's love language, just give them love. And, philosopher Eric Fromm said, in giving to another, you give to yourself. And so what do you give someone you love? Give them the most valuable thing you have. And that is you. And so it's really that simple, right? So take 5 minutes, sit with them, look into each other's eyes. I'll look into yours. You look into mine. And we will exchange something between us that cannot be said with words. And so it's if you've ever experienced that, it's beautiful to experience that with someone else. And what if they don't want to receive your love? Well, that's on them, not on you. But you just keep loving them with all your heart. Love, gratitude, and happiness go hand in hand. And Gandhi said, where there is love, there is life. And love gives us life, and loving gives us fulfillment. Without love, our lives would be empty, our hearts would be hollow, and our personhood would be incomplete. So, like Leo says, love is life. And if you miss love, you miss life. I love Leo. I'm going to tell you that right now. I just love Leo. And so let's celebrate the most powerful force that we have and on this earth, and that's love. And if we celebrate it, don't just celebrate it on Valentine's Day, celebrate it every day. And go and give love and share your love with everyone that you come in contact with.